Unconquerable, I say. Beneath the shadows, there do I lie, amidst the rays of broad daylight. Because so long ago I had once said, blackbirds and bluebirds begin to fly, and sunny skies set down yet sooner for sunrise. For the blade is against all, it cuts through our skin deep, and salt thrown over and over till tears did I weep. Common grounds did the rose grow, till color became majority vote, segregated at bloom, and petals fell as we had coped. I had once said that the world is ending, not because of a myth or a god. It's because of us that soon all the world's flags will be the first to fall. Our shields no longer protect us. Iron turned its back against us as walls, buried itself deeper, ignoring those fading calls. Armed against itself, its own enemy it can't see, forever an eternal nightmare, never realizing and wishing for a new dream. Oh, but what a dream it can be if justice be justified and eyesight be cured, no longer turning to the side. Let us learn the truth, recognizing the key definitions of integrity, honor, and pride. Now, I have once heard, look to the sky, for it has all the colors you need. Oh, but what a dream I see, no label of skin limiting who we are meant to be. We aren't born with targets, red and white painted on our backs, ready for any pain. These kinds of acts we cannot sustain. I have once heard, one day when the glory comes, it will be ours. Oh, one day when the war is won, we will be sure. But just how much can we take? Just how much more? Because somehow monochrome became truth, vibrant colors plastered against hearts, but did nothing to soothe. For a while, fingers are being pointed. We've lost ourselves in what we are trying to prove. I was once called a boy, more taller and more hair on myself, made me feel smaller and weaker, but the treasures and gifts I had were my wealth. Man and or woman, equal can we be, but brainwashing says dominance. However, what's more, to me, we are lacking plainly common sense. I was once called as an insult, a bird. Gestures were stiff and movement was strange. Was I sometimes offended? Yes. But why would I change? For I was never meant to be grounded, and if a bird you see, then I shall have wings to fly. Huge and strong, my unrestless spirit goes into the sky. And those wings of mine, everyone has their own, through flesh and blood, intact deep within the bone. And just like our skeletal structure, we're like constellations connected to one another. Breathtaking and beautiful, with so much to tell. We only need time and patience, these actions that can actually be simple and easy, not like a complicated spell. I have once said, instead of my story ending with the words the end, it will say this, to be continued. Our tape can be seen finished, done for the making, but that little old way has a way of breaking. So in the end, after all of my bickering, one more question, if I may. Is our lives untouchable? My answer, unconquerable, I say. Thank you.